know these vaccines save lives and offer protection.
And by getting the vaccine, you're also protecting others.
Vaccination is going to be the only way we're going to get out of this pandemic.
Is the vaccine safe?
My personal and professional opinion, based on facts and science, is that this vaccine is safe.
Otherwise, I would not have taken it myself.
And I hope that you'll be vaccinated too.
Activated. So we're gonna spend some money to try and get Chance Guard chain gloves. I'm supposed to do the different acts and such, but I know nothing about gearing process or runes or anything. What? Okay, so what class did you create? BMN? I can give you a quick rundown if you want on like gearing. Oh, you're a druid. Okay. So first things first. The first thing I would recommend is pulling up my druid guide that I made. The druid leveling guide for beginners. Hey, Villain's got the RNG. Let's go. Xbox baby. I'm in. Yo, what's up, Basil? Oh, fuck yeah, get in there. All right. So BMN, that is a guide that I wrote for leveling a druid. And that's going to go over druid gameplay, my recommended skill tree, at which levels you should put those in. And then there's 3 different options that I made different guides on like end game building. You won't really get into that in the beta. Useful items for a druid, you're going to be looking for, it depends. If you're doing a casting druid, you're going to want faster cast rate. So like if you get a ring that says 10% faster cast rate, like this one. Faster cast rate is good for your rings. Faster run walk's good on your boots. You can make this rune word with Tal and Eth rune, and there's a whole list of how to do that on that same website. But essentially, your goal is going to be pump fire damage, run around, kill shit with your fire damage, and if you're a summoner, you just basically put points into werewolf and get a beefy weapon and just run around and start clapping shit. Or not a summoner, but a shapeshifter. Experiencing a lighting glitch in the game. Yes, Dab. Sometimes I get lighting. I get a lot of lightning glitches in Canyon of the Magi. Right? Like when you go do tomb runs and shit. That's where I'm getting all my glitches, to be honest. Sometimes I'll get a lighting glitch like as I'm running, like it'll be like lighting up and then not lighting. I reported it. Like around corners and stuff inside areas. I haven't had that, no. You're gonna do a shapeshifter? Okay, I'll log over to my shapeshifter and I can show you some things. Okay, guys, it's not looking like we're gonna get chance cards. I accidentally right-clicked that. We need chance cards, boys. Yo, 25 MF? Half freeze duration? Attack rating and enhanced defense? Yo, there's barbarian gloves? Or what? These are actually sick. We'll keep those. 21% better MF. That's better than 15. I need to level up so that I can use these though. Yo, I'm getting some pretty decent rolls out here. I'm actually not gonna, well, I'll buy one more. Okay. Let me get my merc out. Let me log over to my druid BMN and I can walk you through a little bit of the skill tree for druids. Because you're probably only going to get to like level 20, 30 is like really the cap. If you grind a lot of tomb runs, 30 is going to be where your XP starts falling off like crazy amounts. But I think I can kill Duriel real quick. Dab. I don't think I have been experiencing that around corners. Let me see. So you're saying like you get lightning issues or lighting issues like when you come around a corner? I'm not getting too much of that. Yeah, no, I'm not getting that really at all. I wonder what's causing that for you. Uploading a video, just don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I would upload a video 100%. And then you could submit it as a report too. Or report it as a bug, I should say. Alright, let me do this. Let's jump over to the druid for Beeman. Druid.
Go forth to victory.
So the way I recommend leveling a druid is in Fire Tree, just because the Fire Tree pumps. But if you're going shape-shifting, all you really need to focus on, if I'm being completely honest, is Werewolf and Lycanthropy. Once you can get level 30, that's when the shape-shifting druid really starts popping off with Fury. There's also a Rabies version you could do if you like the whole Rabies vibe. So like level, I think it's a poison build. But so since you've never really played Diablo 2 before, right, BMN? It's probably important for you to know. See how Werewolf, on the very bottom of this skill, it says it receives a bonus from Lycanthropy. These are synergies. So like your Werewolf will gain, skill points. It'll just get better as you put points into it, which caps at level 20. Once that cap is met, there's no other way to pump out like more damage from Werewolf other than putting points into Lycanthropy. So like it receives the bonus of Lycanthropy as well as your Lycanthropy points. So it's kind of hard to explain. It's probably easier to explain for like Volcano, right? So like Volcano, for instance, this receives damage bonuses from Molten Boulder, Fissure, and Armageddon, right? So the synergies are Firestorm, Molten Boulder, Fissure, which Fissure also receives a bonus from Volcano. So it's like as you pump both of these up, they both get exponentially stronger, if that makes sense. So for instance, this build's mostly using Fissure. So I pumped a bunch of points into Firestorm and Volcano. Molten Boulder you don't really get much out of, but this is what I was leveling, so I just put a bunch of points in Molten Boulder. Silent Havoc, I love these new player explanations. You went in blind with a Holy Fire build, and this is the exact question I had. Yeah, the Paladin? The Paladin Holy Fire is pretty decent, though. If you mix Holy Fire with Zeal and Sacrifice, it's crazy damage. It's really good damage. So that's one thing you want to look out for, BMN. Another thing is you need to realize early game, you are not allowed to respec your character. You can only do it once per difficulty and after you do the Den of Evil. So the way that works is you go to Rogue Encampment. So for the purposes of the beta, it's important to know you can only respec your character one time. So like a lot of people are leveling to 30, and then once they get to 30, they get their like level 30 ability, which would be Hurricane, right? Which is what I was going to do on this character. And then they respec. So you talk to Akara, you say reset skill and stat points, and you can only do it once per character on the beta. On live, you can do it once per difficulty, and then in Hell, you can farm these things called Tokens of Absolution, and they allow you to respec, as many times as you want. You just have to farm a new token every time. Resist Fire gives bonus damage, and yeah, I have 1 point in Zeal. Yeah, Silent. So the pro play is to, like, put at level 1, you put a point in Sacrifice, and then level 2. I think you put a point in Might, and then level 3 you start putting points in Resist Fire, anticipating when you hit, like, I think it's 6, that you can put a point into Holy Fire. So you're already building Holy Fire's synergies without even having Holy Fire. the goal of me with this website and all that stuff, the Magic Find GG, is this hardcore or ladder? Mazzles, this is softcore. It's in the multiplayer beta. I don't think you can select hardcore. And I guess it's technically ladder. There's just no ladder. Because, you know, now that they've updated the game to where anything, you can make all ladder items and do all ladder stuff off on normal mode and on single player. Basically everything's ladder, just without the ladder. There's just no actual like leaderboard. I do plan on playing a lot of hardcore Diablo 2 though when it comes out, just because hardcore is like it adds more like infinite gameplay to the game, right? Because you're always like farming up gear for a character that you die on, and then when you die it's like you have to restart. But yeah, if you guys have if anyone has questions about anything, magicfind.gg, it's a website that I've been writing for, and I'm writing a whole bunch of guides. There's a guide that I wrote up with every recipe for the Herodric Cube. Every class in the game is going to have some leveling guides. I personally have been writing the Sorceress, the Druid, and the Amazon guides, while Cargos is writing the Paladin. Abide is writing the Barbarian guides, I believe. Kigo did the Assassin guides. Just a bunch of like old Diablo 2 old heads just writing guides. There's a guide on general like new players that I wrote. So like if you're brand new, right? Like let's say you've never played any of the Diablo games. There's a guide that I'm putting together on there. That's going to be a long ass guide though. So that's on the website, or at least the beginnings of it is on the website. You guys can check out a few things there. We're going to put in walkthroughs. I put in all the best leveling locations so you guys can see where you want to grind to what level. So there's just a whole bunch of cool info over there. We've been working on it. I put in like 20 hours last week on that site. And that's after my full-time job. I think I already have a Berserker's Axe. I'll save it though, just in case. It's the little things with Diablo, guys. Like the fact that you can drop your Herodric Cube and it empties it into your inventory and then pick it back up again, and then your cube is empty, right? Just random shit like that, dude.
I can't carry anymore.
That's the stuff that people don't tell you anymore. I'm gonna sell it. I don't give a fuck. Hey, thanks for the follow, Silent. Welcome in, dude. There's so much nuance to this game that like it sucks to say it, but you just kind of have to like have played it in the glory days, right? You know, in 2000.
We shall meet again.
2002. But the goal of my goal anyway, is to help bring that knowledge to new players, because this is one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite game of all time. It's like classic WoW, Diablo 2, and Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. Like my 3 top games of all time.
May the eternal sun shine.
So anything I can do to help new players enjoy this game in the way that I have over the years it's a win in my book.
I'm listening.
TBC Classic was a bust. You know, I'm kind of feeling it. Like, I love TBC, and I
Trust
love
no one.
playing and doing the raids and all that with my friends, but like,
What can I help you
I
with?
just don't find the same amount of drive to like get on and play the game when I'm not raiding.
For the whole.
Classic. The Alliance on the server I was on transferred off. Were you on Mancrit? Yo, Jordy, 10 months. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Yo, major shouts to Jordy. Yeah, we're streaming early in the day. We're streaming real early in the day. Playing that Diablo 2.
Sug.
Oh, you were on Herod? Yeah.
Go with
That's a
honor.
hard server now. You should come
Strength.
play on Alex Straza. Not Alex Straza, what am I saying? Holy shit, ATS.
Speak victory.
ATS. It's a good healthy alliance server. It's PvE though. You may not be able to transfer to it.
Glory to the Horde.
Even the ones happy about the boost
Loktar.
killed it for them too.
Dabu. For the Horde.
It's the problem with TBC right now is like, one, everyone's mad at it. Two, Blizzard doesn't ever do anything that the players
What
want.
brings you here? Walk with me.
And three, the world is just kind of dead. Like, people are just not out in the world doing things. Like, I got on this morning, I still need to get my heroics in for my attunement to Tempest Keep and all that. I tried finding a group for some of the heroics required, and there's just like there's no tanks, there's no healers, like, I don't know, man. Thanks for not calling it Teach. I've heard people call it ATS. You're not gonna play TBC Classic anymore? I could transfer off, but what do I do with the Horde stuff? Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, it's the server imbalance is pretty bad. And I mean, it doesn't really affect me because I play PvE servers. I'm not a big PvP server guy. For exactly that reason. I just don't like getting stuck in an imbalanced server. But I don't know. Like, the economy on... I feel like on PvE servers, the economy on both sides is pretty good. There's usually one side that's like more populated though. I don't think you get around that. What spec do you play? I am a Destruction Warlock, my guy. And I know what you're gonna say. Destruction Warlock. And that's true. But I am a Warlock main, and I played Warlock for all of Classic WoW, so I dealt with all of Classic WoW. In my opinion, I think I deserve to play Warlock in TBC. Destro Lock's nice. Yeah, it's kind of up in the air. A lot of my friends, they're playing Demonology. They're doing a lot of Fellhunter or Felguard shit. So the damage, the top end on Felguard is higher, at least in the current phase. But like, I don't know, man. I don't like having to beg my so I just Shadow Destro. You were a rank 13 lock in vanilla? Hell yeah, dude. Now that was a reason to play Warlock in vanilla. You know, for all the damage we were not doing in raids, we owned like 1v1 PvP. Sometimes 2-3v1 PvP as well. I like the way of looking at it, the bro spec. He stuck with Shadow Disc all through vanilla. The ultra mana battery in TBC. Yo, I love Shadow Priest, man. If I don't have a Shadow Priest, dude, you know how poorly I'm gonna perform that raid. You're doing God's work. You're doing the Lord's work. So right now, guys, just so you know, if anyone's not a Diablo player and you're in chat, or you're learning Diablo and you're in chat, we're grinding tomb runs for experience and higher level loot. Hey, what up, Taxic? 42 months. This isn't TK and SSC 2 months? Yeah, I tried getting on this morning, Taxic. There was no tanks on the server. Plus, I honestly... we were talking about it just before you got here, about how much I actually don't care about Warcraft right now. I'll gladly play on raid nights. I'll gladly play hardcore, but I'm not feeling the vibe, man. There's nothing to do. Once you have your character maxed out, I mean, I could make an alt, right? But if I'm gonna make an alt, I'm just gonna play hardcore. Yeah, D2 greater than TBC. It's actually kind of true. Taxic has known that since before TBC came out, though. I told him if D2 ever gets remastered, you can kiss me goodbye, bro. I'm out. And look what boys. So now I'm playing HOTS, trying to grind rank, but it's almost impossible, dude. There's something about HOTS I can't do. You know who's really big into HOTS is Jamin. Jamin plays the shit out of that game. Hot take, fuck Diablo. Yeah, Taxic. You never played Diablo 2. I could talk shit on things I've never played as well. Tax is out here, dude. He came in with for blood this morning, boys. Diablo, villain. Raiding was always my favorite part of WoW, but as it turns out, I don't want to do the stuff I need to get to raiding. Well, I mean, it's not that bad, is it? Attunements and all that. Hey, Ak4, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in, Ak4. How are you today? Star Wars Galaxies was your jam. Galaxies was sick. I do remember playing that. Do you guys ever play the Star Wars Pod Racer game? I remember playing Star Wars Pod Racer. I think it was on Nintendo 64. That game was sick. The tunes are easy. It's getting the groups to get it done. Yeah. That's because there's a lot of like-minded people right now that just don't want to play WoW outside raid night.
Loktar! Go with...
I mean, I feel like if the arena scene was better, there'd be a lot more things to do right now in TBC. The arena scene is kind of dead right now. Because they royally screwed the honor games, man. Attunements are fun. I like the fact that there's attunements, don't get me wrong. I actually really like the idea of attuning. It adds depth to the game. It adds a little bit of lore, you know? You get more satisfaction about when you walk into the raid. Like, just walking into the raid is an accomplishment, right? Or at least it feels that way. I kind of like that. But I don't like just not ever being able to get a group. Arena will be better in phase 2 with rep gear. Facts. Yeah, once the rep resilience gear comes out, it's sick. Yo, BMN, how many points do you have in Werewolf right now? Lay it on me, dude. Tell me the truth.
Too far away.
By the way, guys, if we have enough people playing Diablo, we can make an 8-man party. We can grind tunes all to your guys' hearts. We can all level together. We could also all make new characters. I'm down to make an Amazon if anyone wants to make new tunes. We can all level together. Right now, 4 attaboy BMN. Hey, look for small charms, BMN. Look for small charms in large charms that say like 1 to 5 fire damage, 1 to 5 lightning damage, etc. because those don't work for spell casting, but those will add damage to your melee attacks, and then you just leave them in your inventory and you get the bonus. So like, see how I have 14 life, 15 resist on this grand charm, and like this small charm right here, cold resist, poison resist, fire resist. Cold resist, an extra gold for monsters, right? So like stuff like that that says like what adds 1 to 5 fire damage will really benefit your druid. I'm down to do Necromancer. Dude, party animal, the Necromancer isn't in the beta, and it's so sad. You can't do Necromancer and you can't do Assassin. Sierra, if you got a sword going right now? What level? I'm essentially on track to walk in with Season 2 with Glad 2, Rep 2, Off Pieces deck with all those and Glad. Hell yeah. The belt that everyone's talking about for rogues. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, you're going to bump then. Alright guys, let me get this last one on my we can all party up in the game. So for those of you who do not know, the more days that are in your game, the more difficult it is to kill enemies, and the more drops they drop when they do die, and you get more XP. So there's virtually always a benefit to playing with people. Let me ask you this. What do you think about the crazy long honor grind for blue resilience gear? Yeah. Dab, I'm against it, and that's what I was just talking about with the phase 2 stuff with the red gear. Because in phase 2, you're just going to be able to buy decent resilience gear to get started in the arena, just with reputation for each of the factions, which most of us are exalted with already. Oh my god, these guys are ugly. I love you too, but I feel great to play Blizzard games. The thing about it for me is like, I get they fucked up with decisions along the way. I'm not gonna really let it affect me enjoying the games that I grew up enjoying, right? But I don't blame you, right? Everyone's got their own line where they draw it. You know what I mean? Crix has a really good thought process on that. Oh yeah, plus loot is shared. Yeah. Loot is definitely shared. It was a shit time sink? Oh yeah, Taxis there.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, most of the well, yeah, they're right now they're axing anybody that is an issue. I don't know if this is copium or not. It's this is a little bit of copium. But Diablo 2 was not developed by Blizzard. It was developed by Blizzard North before they merged and all this. Blizzard North was David Brevik and the people up north. David Brevik had created Diablo 1 prior to even being bought out by Blizzard. Blizzard just published his game Diablo 1. So, there's a little bit of copium. If you're ever looking for excuses to play the games you want to play, just remember, Blizzard North used to be the fucking bee's knees. Yeah, Dad, we actually did an interview on my Twitch channel, on Twitch here, where we interviewed David Brevik about the origins of Diablo 2. Who better to hear than the leader of the game? Yo, thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. And he let us know a lot of that stuff. He actually lives only a couple hours away from me. And he's an incredible human, really nice guy. Him and his wife still play games. They actually stream on Twitch as well. They stream on her Twitch. It's the Jungle Queen, all one word. And people are known to go into his stream and his wife's streams and ask questions about D2, and they're fairly open to answering really anything.
genocide of all the pain I see in my reflection, in my fading will to fight. I'll make myself sick just so I can hate this a little bit more, a little bit more. Everybody is complaining. I wish I had the same things knocking at my temple. Why does it hurt like hell? I do not think you heard me when I said my body is a temple. Tell me why it hurts like, why it hurts like it. Help me please, I could not be more desperate. My body is a temple. Tell me why it hurts like, why it hurts like. Hey, when will this end? Let it be the last time. Can you make it alright? I'll never be so close to me. My body is a temple. Tell me why it hurts like, why it hurts like it. Yes, I know I've lost what you call control. The control isn't real, and you never had it. Yes, I know I've lost what you call control. If control isn't real, then I never had it. Yes, I know I've lost what you call control. But control isn't real, and you never had it. Yes, I know I've lost what you call control. If control isn't real, then I never had it. I do not think you heard me when I said my body is a temple. Tell me why it hurts like, why it hurts like it. Help me please, I could not be more desperate. My body is a temple. Tell me why it hurts like, why it hurts like. Hey, when will this end? Let it be the last time. Can you make it alright? I'll never be so close to me. My body is a temple. Tell me why it hurts like, why it hurts like it. Faceless underwater, we can disappear for a while. No one will notice. Shifting out of focus, the silence calls on us for a moment. Sinking down, thought I lost myself, but I didn't. Looking up on us, shadows dance above blurry vision. We could disappear for a while. We could disappear for a while. We could disappear for a while. Nameless, talking, big dreams and nobody wants them. Weightless, walking. Why does it feel like home when I'm lonely? Always found on a solid ground. I was tripping away from space and time. I don't really mind that I'm slipping. We could disappear for a while. We could disappear for a while. It's not running away. Never meant to stay in the first place. We could disappear for a while. Are we alone? Are we safe to glow? I walked for light years just to be right here with one of my own. I feel their hands smother me again. 10,000 faces tell me where my place is. You call it living. chases the moon, 'cause everything I do is all for you. If your love could take me higher, I don't mind if I do, 'cause your eyes are wide on fire that I learn to run right through, and the tides will surely rise up, and I'll just look at you. I don't mind if I do. And for you, I would breathe underwater, and for you, I would fly without wings. And for you, I would run like the sun chases the moon, 'cause everything I do, it's all for you. I would breathe underwater, and for you, I would fly without wings. Because of you, I can do all that I set my heart to, and everything I do is all for you. For you, 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 for you. A winged man, a fitting plan, promising to bring the light again. He said, I see your plan, and I think it's beautiful, but I have not prayed to be saved. Am I fast asleep or wide awake? Was it all just a dream when I was unmovable? I was unmovable. Crack my heart open with your bare hands and watch me believe. Set my soul on fire and I will love for you. I wanna feel, wanna heal, wanna break, wanna change, wanna live. Wanna feel, wanna heal, wanna break, wanna change, wanna live. So take my hand and understand, I have come to help your light expand. It's only growing big, nothing is permanent. Let's surrender, I feel love as I taste the ecstasy of love. I promise that you'll be safe, it may be turbulent, it may be turbulent. Crack my
What do you need? Farewell.
My heart beats loud enough to deafen me, and you keep coming to me in my dreams, and lights flash. I beg that you'll appear and flash and tell me everything I want to just keep burning up. It's a lot like breathing, and just keep burning on till you're addicted to feeling. We just keep burning it, burning it, burning it on, burning it, burning it on, burning up, so you can love like you mean it. I suppress beads of sweat in the heat of the moment. Feel my pulse rising up. I begin losing focus. 'Cause you can't back down when I tell you how it isn't always will be. And I won't stop now for the sake of doubt that does not belong to me. Here I am, I'm proud to stand for more than living, scared to live. And even if I fall, I'll prove you wrong. 'Cause I am not afraid to live. I'm not just waiting for the end. 'Cause we were born for more than this. I'm not just waiting for the end. Don't care if we're different. I'm not just waiting for the end. I suppose it's not your fault. You're just like everyone else. Set of rules and demands. How could there be anything else? Until you stand there and say that you dedicated your whole damn life to one thing. I won't be taking on what you loaded up. Is the reason to fight for something. Here I am, I'm proud to stand for more than living, scared to live. And even if I fall, I'll prove you wrong. 'Cause I am not afraid to live. I'm not just waiting for the end. 'Cause we were born for more than this. I'm not just waiting for the end. Don't care if we're different. I'm not just waiting for the end. Kept sleeping so good, 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 kept sleeping so good,
Time is money, friend.
Here I am, I'm proud to stand for more than living, scared to live. And even if I fall, I'll prove you wrong. 'Cause I am not afraid to live. I'm not just waiting for the end. 'Cause we were born for more than this. I'm not just waiting for the end. Don't care if we're different. I'm not just waiting for the end.
Right back.
You are the last light over the mountain.
Hey, how you doing?
Bleeding into the waves. You are the dancing rhythm of whitewash, reflecting golden rays. And I am nothing but your witness. I watch on in awe. I want nothing but to listen. you can't back down when I tell you how it isn't always will be. And I won't stop now for the sake of doubt that does not belong to me. Here I am, I'm proud to stand for more than living, scared to live. And even if I fall, I'll prove you wrong, 'cause I am not afraid to live. I'm not just waiting for the end, 'cause we were born for more than this. I'm not just waiting for the end. Don't care if we're different. I'm not just waiting for the end. I suppose it's not your fault. You're just like everyone else. Set of rules and demands. How could there be anything else? Until you stand there and say that you dedicated your whole damn life to one thing. I won't be taking on what you loaded up is the reason to fight for something. Here I am, I'm proud to stand for more than living, scared to live. And even if I fall, I'll prove you wrong, 'cause I am not afraid to live. I'm not just waiting for the end, 'cause we were born for more than this. I'm not just waiting for the end. Don't care if we're different. I'm not just waiting for the end. Keep sleeping so, wake up, sleeping so, wake up, sleeping so, wake up, wake up, wake up, sleeping so, wake up, sleeping so, wake up, sleeping so, wake up, wake up. Here I am, I'm proud to stand for more than living, scared to live. And even if I fall, I'll prove you wrong, 'cause I am not afraid to live. I'm not just waiting for the end, 'cause we were born for more than this. I'm not just waiting for the end. Don't care if we're different. I'm not just waiting for the end. Wait, don't rush. All is beautiful. Mistakes are love in practice. Life gives you what you need to know. So I just make it up as I go. My eyes roll back inside my head. I bet you wonder what I see up there. Envision a place where I feel like I am. When I came back to, I said I've been looking for heaven. I've been looking for heaven. I've been looking for heaven. Breathe, be still. All is perfect. Your needs, they will be met. this course to take me under. But I beg for your mercy, fear it's safer here than below. As I'm losing control, I steer my ship into the unknown. Now we're sailing too deep, blue storm clouds overhead. Now strangely I feel at peace as I dive into my underworld. I dive into my underworld.
Down in these depths, I'm adding up the numbers of all I've suffered in past lives, tied down in the darkness. Finally, I begin to learn why I've returned tonight. Time has come to begin again, leave something else behind.
Now we're sailing too deep, blue storm clouds overhead. Now strangely I feel at peace as I dive into my underworld. I dive into my underworld. I remember, I know this place, so why separate life and love? You can't have two without one. We try, but we can't deny it's all at heart. This is where I shed the skin of all beliefs, and I surface as a better man. Spring loose at the depths of winter, so I release and retrieve my courage from my sleeve. So these deep blue storm clouds hold my head now. Strangely I feel at peace. As I dive into my underworld, I dive into my underworld, I dive into my underworld. Don't come looking for me.